Hello everyone, welcome back and thanks for watching my other videos, and this is sixth part of Introduction to Manual Testing. Well, I'm very happy that the series has gone like around 2 weeks of time, and I see quite a number of subscriptions around and around 2 to 300 viewers in my channel. I really do appreciate. I'll really be very grateful to you all guys if you can just people watching me just can let me know that what are the other videos that you need that could be helpful for you all guys. So just let me know what are the other videos that you would like me to make on other technologies or in the testing or any other domain. So and yeah, this is the continuation of the further the previous the previous video, that was Introduction to Manual Testing part 5, and this is part 6, and this probably will be the last. I'll try to complete this because we are only left with the quality standards and and domain knowledge. So I'll not be going very deep into quality standards and domain knowledge because this is just an introduction. So let's start with our quality standards. So what are the quality standards? What actually the term quality standards means? It just specifies there are certain policies, there are certain rules and regulation, in other words you can say. Okay, so those will provide you a standard. Suppose we have a naming convention for something, okay, that is recognized globally, or we have a procedure to perform a job, okay, or like you're performing a testing, we are performing a testing. So we have a specific procedure, we have specific naming convention for each steps that we are doing, each and every part whatever we are doing following. So these standards, these are called standards. This will be recognized globally and people will understand. If you say you go to any part of the world and you if the organization is following those standards, so they will understand if you speak about these terminologies. So basically it will provide you with the terminologies, process, and so on. So let's give a look on what are the quality standards that we already have in the market. Okay, so there are majorly three quality standards that we have in the market. One is ISO, second is IEEE, third is CMM or CMMI. Okay, so one by one we will go and discuss about these things, not in details, but yeah, a very basic smoke I'll say. So let's move to ISO. What is ISO? International Organization for Standards. Now there's an organization, most of these none of these are from India, of course not from India. Most of these are from US or Europe side, mostly from Europe, that provides these standards. Okay, so what is ISO, International Organization for Standards? It provides terms. Now the terms that we use, like QC means quality control, or you say QA, sanity, smoke, and things like this. So these terminologies are provided by ISO. ISO says that if you use QC, quality control, so anywhere you go in the world and if the organization is following ISO, so they will say, if you say QC, they will understand it's a quality center. It's a standard word, that standard terminology that is used. Okay, you say QA, quality assurance, so people will understand that okay, QA is something or quality assurance is something. Okay, so if the organization is following ISO, so of course if it's ISO certified, of course they will understand, they will follow these terminologies: sanity, smoke, anything. Next, let's move to IEEE. Now, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineer. Now this is major for industries such as your aviation industry, telecom industry, IT industries. Okay, this is a domain specific thing. Okay, now the previous ISO wasn't there for your aviation or telecom. It was majorly, you can say, for IT. Though it can be implemented in a lot of place, ISO certified, you can say, but here IEEE majorly it will provide norms and rules and terminologies, everything mostly for your aviation, telecom, and IT sector, definitely. Now what it provides are terms we just as discussed last, okay, in the previous slide. Next is test documentation. Sorry. Now the test documentation, whatever we write, whatever we are writing, test plans, test cases, SRS, FRS, TDS, whatever documentation that we are writing, BRD. So the process way, how to write, and it should be, and the way it should be presented, the way it should be written, way it should be documented, is provided by IEEE. And it definitely provides a couple of templates. If you can just search in the internet, and you'll definitely find a couple of templates for IEEE. Now IEEE provides those templates also, that this is how it should be. It should be presentable like this. Now this is what is about IEEE. And the last one is your CMM or CMMI. So there are two variations of this, that is capability maturity model, capability maturity model integration. So it provides process. Now this is very short, and I'll tell you, you must have heard about the term, like the company is CMM level 1, CMM level 2, 3, 4, 5, and like that, or CMMI level 1, CMMI level 2. So what CMM provides is a process, the process how the company should work, the process that company follows. Okay, let's take an example. If you have so many employees in your organization, so your organization should provide with these facilities. If you have so many number of female working in your organization should provide with certain number of facilities, or certain rules and regulations. So this is what your CMM provides, the standard of the organization, the process that actually organization will have to follow. And no matter it's with regards to the project it's running, with regards to the internal employees that it has, or with respect to the organization, what are the policies that organization will follow. So all of this will be stated in CMM. And of course there will be an audit every year. There's an audit you can apply, if the organization can apply for the audit, that I want to take the CMM level. Okay, and what this audit people will do, and check the process and everything, that if the company is as per perfection of the CMM level that the company is claiming about. So it will go sequentially, like from starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And moreover, it's similar with our ISO also. So these were all the quality standards. Now here I'll pause for a little about before moving on towards your next, that is our domains. So we will just discuss a little about a couple of interview questions. I had been getting this request from a couple of my friends and couple of my viewers, that if I can give them a couple of interview questions, very sample questions that we generally face. So the first question that they may ask you is, if you are going as a fresher, it's not a problem, it's not at all a problem. They will ask you that what do you know about technology, or testing, maybe like this. So first thing is, what is testing? The first question that comes many times as a fresher is, what is testing? So the answer, there are a lot of answers you'll get on internet. A lot of people that they will say the best answers, that the answer that I have ever given. I have attended over more than around 200 interviews till now, and with this experience, I'm telling you the best answer will be the short, sweet, and to the point. Okay, so if I say testing is just, as in the our first video I have already discussed this, I have told this, it's just is a comparison of the output with an expected output. You give a you can just say that okay, you provide an input to the system, you get an output from the system, and there is some expectation from the system that it will give a certain output, so we compare with the output. So this is what basically the testing is. Okay, so other this as an experience, if you go, so majorly they will ask with the tools and all. So what are the tools that you are using? You might be using QC, you can be using MTM, or you can be using Bugzilla. So be sure what you are talking about, because many times you might have worked with many tools. As you take off mine, I have been working with more than, I think, 5-10 tools till date. So it's the best way when somebody is asking you about. So even if you are working, I'll not say that you should lie. but yet you should stay put a stress on those kind of tool what organization is following at right that point. If you have worked with QC, you have worked with MTM, you have worked with Mantis, so if they ask you, so pay emphasis to those tools that that company is currently following. So before, that's the readily means that before you are going for an interview, just make a little, do a little R&D over the company and just find out what are the tools, what are the things that company is already doing. So that will give you a pretty much idea what to what perspective I should keep while I'm answering the questions. So no matter if you're using Asana right now, and lastly the company where you are in, they are actually, they need QC or they need MTM. So pull out when you're answering, okay, I have worked with MTM, and currently though we are using with Asana, but MTM I have a good knowledge, so I'll just be answering this question on with perspective to MTM. So just give an answer, and also include the current organization, how you're working with Asana. So this is how you will answer. Next question is about domains. So yeah, if you're going with a experience of something 1 year or something, so domain will not matter too much. But yeah, it's a pretty good idea if you're going with any domain, like if you're going for CRM, if you're going for ERP, if you're going for financial services. So just make sure that you are well prepared with that, and try to pull the queries and the questions and what the people are asking, what the interviewer is asking, towards what you know and what you want to answer. Okay, so next is one question that I got: what is the difference between BBT and a smoke testing? Now, as I told earlier, I have already discussed this also. The BBT is just a build verification test. Now, we just verify the build. We do not do a discrete test. We do not do a very deep testing of the build as we get. We just verify that if build is um, testable or not. Okay, if the build itself is as per the standards. Let's take an example. We can take a application. Let's take an Android application. You got an Android application, and you are told to do a build verification test on that, or you plan to do a build verification test. So what are the test cases that will contain this? For example, the size of the build should be not more than 100 MB. So you'll check for the size of the build. After installation, it should be installable. You got a build and it's not installing, so that means the build fails itself. So basically, a BBT will contain only these very small scenarios where you will just verify the build, that if build itself is going to open up in my test environment or not. The test environment setup that you have done, it's going to open in that or not. Whereas smoke will contain more of deep testing. After installation, you have logged in, okay, you have browsed each and every screens that you have, but you haven't gone through each and every details in that. So if you say the BBT is like 2% of the total test cases, so 10% is your smoke test, so regression will be even more, sorry, the sanity will be even more higher. And as we proceed further, definitely the and the number of test cases will increase. So this is a major difference between your BBT and smoke testing. Even I told you about sanity. Next question is on that very commonly they say that they will ask you if you're going as an experience, that what do you do every day. So many people, even if they are having a very good experience, so they will hesitate, they will get stammer while answering this question. So don't say like I do this, I do that, and this. I just go and I perform whatever is told or what has been assigned to me. So it's better that you speak in a way that you are an independent tester. You can test independently. You don't have to depend on someone. There are responsibilities and roles that is already been assigned during the test planning itself to you, and what you need to do is follow up with that. You know your roles and responsibility. Get in touch. You go to every day. I go to office. I check my assignments. Okay, what has been assigned to me, whatever was left. Okay, check my modules, whatever is left in the module. If it's a planning phase or if it's a documentation phase, I document. Okay, if it's an execution phase, I execute. If it's a I'm a manual tester. I execute manually. Currently, it all depends on what is going on right now in the organization. What are the tasks that has been assigned to me? Okay, so that may include various things. So just include like what you were doing just a couple of days ago, what you are doing now, and right now what are the future prospects, future plans that you will be having. Okay, so these are the couple of very common interview questions. Please let me know if you want any other help from me. So just make a comment and just let me know that you want this to be answered. So I'll just try to be as perfect with the answers that I'm giving you. And this today I won't be covering this uh, domain, so because it's already too late. So I'll just be stopping this video right here. So if you like my videos, maybe that you can like my other videos too. So I'll be placing a link from my previous video right here, and the playlist of this whole series right here, playlist of my Android series, Android SDK introduction, I'll be placing here. And yeah, guys, I'll be starting another introduction to our Python, as I told in the last video. So I'll be starting off today with Python, and please don't miss it. I'll just be placing the link. I'll try to place the link right here once I have done. Okay, so just stay tuned. And if you really did like my videos, please share, comment, subscribe, and please do let me know if you know if you want to have some other videos. I'll really be pretty grateful. Thanks for watching.